Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of I quit my day job to go self-employed in a creative industry, or as I like to call it, oh god, what have I done? No, I'm just kidding, kind of. It's another vlog. And for the last couple of weeks, I've mainly been focusing on improving things. So improving the studio, improving my audio, improving my voice, and improving my editing process as much as I can. Of course, being recently self-employed, I am also skint, so I have no money to spend on making improvements. However, the more people I talk to and the more I learn, really the biggest thing you can do is to spend some time and effort on getting all this right. So you can spend loads of money on a good microphone, but if you don't spend the time getting your position right, your standing position, the acoustic treatment right, it doesn't mean anything. And that's exactly what I'm doing today. The one thing I have bought is a new microphone stand. It's the only thing I could justify spending some money on at the moment. Everything else I have works great, really. I just need to spend the time and effort in tweaking everything, testing it, listening, testing it again, and just getting it right. So let's go take a look. So you briefly saw inside the booth in the last vlog. Ooh, booth! But I just thought I'd go through my setup in more detail so you can see what I use. So the microphone is a Rode NT1A, it's an XLR mic, and that is hooked up to a Scarlett 2i2 interface. It's a really popular combo with voiceover artists because it doesn't cost the world, but it does give a really good sound. So the big shiny thing that goes around the back of the microphone is an SE space filter. Now I know a lot of people say that reflection filters just don't do anything for sound treatment, they're a bit rubbish. And some of them are just kind of a shell that have like some cheap acoustic foam in them and they won't do a huge amount. I'd already kind of done my research on that. What I didn't know is that SE actually developed a really specific type of material that goes into their filters, their reflection filters, and it does work. It does work really well. That's why they're not cheap. But it's been a really good investment for me because I have a monitor in the booth so that I can keep an eye on what I'm doing. I can read my scripts easily. If I have live directed sessions, then I can use my camera and it's all just in one place. But the monitor, of course, creates reflections, and this does really help with that. Finally, the reason I've bought a new stand is because the fancy SE space filter and my beautiful mic together are kind of heavy. And my poor little boom music stand that I bought years ago just isn't cutting it anymore. As you can see, it only takes a very little knock for this whole thing to be quite wobbly, and that's not really okay. So we're going to try and fix that. So the stand worked out great. For the money I paid for it, it's a really sturdy stand. It's so much better than my last one. I can kind of move around a bit. If I knock it accidentally, it doesn't start doing this. Ooh. So very pleased with that purchase. I will put the link to that down below if anyone's been looking for a sturdy mic stand. Yeah, that one is pretty solid. So then really it's just about getting the mic position right, which is a pain in the behind, but totally worth it. I've said before, the smallest difference in position can make the biggest difference to your audio. So I struggle with my plosives quite a bit, my p and my b sounds. So I've been trying to tackle that. It's not exactly where I want it to be yet. I'm not totally happy, but it's definitely on the right track. So what I've done for now is just take a sample recording. I've saved it raw, and then I've saved a version after I've done my post edit. And the reason I've done that is because I'm having some one-to-one sessions with the amazing Guy from VoiceOver Kickstart. If you follow me on social media, you've probably seen me talk about them before. I came across them a good few years ago when I first wanted to get into voiceover, and It's just been amazing. It's been one of the best places for help and resources I think I've ever found. So I can't recommend them enough. I'll put the link to their website below if you want to check them out. I think they still do a 1 week free course, which is what I did when I first started. And that was brilliant. Just kind of covers some basics, gives you an idea of sort of how to get into things. So I'd highly recommend that. And it's essentially just a massive forum with a huge library of different resources for voiceover artists. And it's full of other voice artists at all different level in their careers who you can sort of ask advice from, give advice to, chat with, network. And so it's just wonderful. They did my demos, which I was really happy with. So yeah, highly recommend them. And I'm doing some sessions to kind of give my career a little bit of a boost, because even though things are going okay at the moment, I've never been very good at pushing myself in a business sense. I get these flashes of motivation when I get a new idea, or if I get a new client and, I get all excited about things. But the kind of the everyday grind of pushing and marketing yourself, I can do it. I just don't always have the motivation for it. So I'm hoping the one-to-one sessions with Guy will kind of give me a slightly different mindset, which it already has. I've already had one. It's amazing. He's already given me some great advice about marketing myself, made me think a little bit differently about things. So I've really been enjoying those. I sort of touched on networking in my last vlog, and that's been kind of the buzzword for the last month or two for me, really. I talked about it in terms of streaming, in terms of any career you've got. And it's one of the best things to do. And I don't just mean following a million people on social media, or what I was doing, which was just sending hundreds of cold emails to companies saying, hey, I'm a voiceover artist, hire me. Hey, I'm a voiceover artist, hire me. I mean, that's fine, but it wasn't getting me anywhere. And having my first session with Guy made me realise that even more so, the networking I do in Twitch is the best kind of networking. And really, I need to start doing that with my voiceover. So I just need to start building relationships and getting to know people. So I'm also looking forward to finding different ways of doing that. And on top of that, last few days, setting things up in the studio, fiddling with my audio, working on a YouTube video. I also had some work in, had a new client, which was fantastic. Hopefully we'll get some more repeat work from them. They seem lovely. Already added them on socials. Not that I'm a keynote or anything. So yeah, it's just been a really, really busy few days. I'm not complaining, because that's good. But I am very much looking forward to just chilling out. It's almost stream time, so I'm going to relax with some Breath of the Wild, hang out in chat, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be chilled. So I'm going to go and hop onto Twitch. I need another ball. Where's your balls? Give me your balls. I need your balls. Hi guys, don't mind me. I'm just gonna go and get some pollen. I'm just gonna stick my little butt in this flower and pick up some pollen, and then I'm gonna go to this other flower and stick my butt in there and get some more pollen. I love them. Should have saved this, shouldn't I? Should have saved it. Should have saved it somewhere. Definitely should have saved it. Told ya. Morning, everybody. It's very early and I'm just down at my allotment. It's supposed to be hot today, so I thought I'd sneak down early and have a really good water. And while I was here, I thought I could give you a little tour. So let's go and take a look at the old fruits and vegetables. So this is the allotment in all her glory. Runs from that little post right there, all the way along to that little post right there. And it goes back to where you can see that little bench. It's 12 by 7 metres, which is what they call a half plot here. So she's quite big, and get lots of fruits and vegetables on there. On our right is actually the edge of the nature reserve here. So you can hear lots of birdies, we get lots of nature. You might see a little froggo if you're lucky. So it's actually a really beautiful place to be. Let's go and see what we've got growing.
Bog bodies in arms of time, an unintended design. freed from the rod of demise, an untended design. If you hold me, I might stay for a while. Spiders up sequoias are always online. Lots of I heard there'd been a ruling when against us sure the lock of the drawer didn't turn. And the night lingered on, viscivator too long. The intent was good, but the method was wrong. Often the island relents embarks a new vagabond. In the meantime,
So this is officially the first raspberry of the year. So you know what's going to happen with this, don't you? Oh my god. Really good. It's my birthday Eve and we're at Waggers. Bit of a weird vlog this month, not gonna lie. I had a very clear direction that I wanted this vlog to go in. Had some very straightforward ideas, particular things I was going to talk about. Started off pretty well. Then, you know, life and stuff just kind of got away with me. Didn't really happen. So, sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed the random bits that you have seen. As a quick recap of the month, I got quite busy, did some voiceover work, so that's great. New client, had a lot of work, so that's fab. Still trying to work on my audio as well. I've been doing a lot of testing this morning actually, and I think I'm getting happier with where it's at. It's my plosives that I'm working on, my p sounds. Or I can't seem to quite nail those, but I'm getting there. Going onto the voiceover Kickstart forum and asking for people to give me feedback and stuff, that's really helpful. Doing lots of streams. As you saw, it was my birthday, and I'm one of those people who likes to spread their birthday celebrations out over at least a week. So I've seen a lot of friends and family, and that's been great. And a few new exciting things that I'm just starting, so I'll save those for the next vlog. But I've set up a Patreon page and I'm doing some new kind of slightly different stuff for the YouTube channel. And I'm really excited about that. I kind of got a bit sucked into that. I'm learning some things to try and improve the YouTube videos. I'm learning some composite stuff in Photoshop. I'm going to move that towards animating things. And I'm doing that kind of all self-taught. So there's a lot going on. But it's been a good month. Productive for the most part, which is good, and just been having a nice time. Just been enjoying myself, having fun. You need to do that sometimes, don't you? So I hope you guys have been doing the same. Until the next vlog, which will make more sense, I hope. Look after yourselves, take care, play lots of games, eat lots of cake, and I'll see you soon.